Sigma males are known for their seemingly cold and unemotional nature. Some people may find this off-putting, but it is actually a sign of an introvert who has learned to balance their thoughts and ideas internally before presenting them externally. Because they spend so much time in their head, Sigma males can quickly come off as cold or aloof to others. This is because they constantly process information and try to understand everything around them. They are often portrayed as lone wolves or weird because they don't feel the need to conform to societal norms or expectations. They would rather stay true to themselves and their own beliefs, even if it means being alone. They are often misunderstood because they don't fit into traditional gender roles. They aren't afraid to challenge societal norms and refuse to be pigeonholed into any category. While some may see this as a negative trait, it is actually a strength that allows them to stay calm in difficult situations and think clearly when others struggle. They are often so deeply immersed in a project or other mental pursuit that they may lose awareness of the people around them. This makes them seem cold and uninterested, when in reality they are just focused on something else. Here are 10 reasons why Sigma males are so cold. 1. They are often lost in thought. Sigma males are constantly processing information and trying to understand everything around them. This can make them seem like they are in their own world, as they are often lost in thought, making them seem distant and cold. They take in every little detail and use it to form a clear picture of the situation. This allows them to see things that other people might miss, as they are always looking for patterns and hidden meanings. Others may find it difficult to keep up with their train of thought, as they jump from one idea to the next. Sigma men need to be careful not to overwhelm others with their ideas, as it can be overwhelming for those who are not used to thinking at such a rapid pace. It's like their brain is always in overdrive, trying to take in and make sense of all the information around them. This can be both a strength and a weakness, as it can lead to incredible insights, but also to feeling misunderstood. This is why Sigma males often prefer to spend time alone, as they can think more clearly when not bombarded with external stimuli. They need time to sift through all the information they have taken in and make sense of it. So if you find yourself constantly surrounded by people and noise, take some time for yourself to decompress. Let your mind wander and see where it takes you. You might be surprised at the insights you gain. 2. They are very private and enigmatic people. Sigma males don't feel the need to share every detail of their lives with others. They are very private individuals and often keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves. This can make them seem secretive or cold, but it's really just a result of their introverted nature. Sigmas prefer to observe and reflect before they share their ideas with the world. They are also very independent and self-sufficient, which can make them seem mysterious or even elusive. Others may find it hard to get to know them, as they often don't give away much about themselves. This can be frustrating for people trying to get close to a Sigma, but it's just their need for privacy. Women often find them irresistible because of their enigmatic nature. 3. They are very selective when it comes to their social circle. Sigma males are picky about who they allow into their social circle. They only associate with people who they deem to be interesting or worthwhile. This can make them seem snobby or elitist, but it's just a result of their high standards. They would rather spend time alone than waste it on someone they don't have a connection with. This doesn't mean that they are cold or antisocial. They just prefer quality over quantity when it comes to their relationships. This approach often leads them to have a small group of close friends rather than a large number of acquaintances. They would invest their time and energy into meaningful relationships rather than superficial ones. While people misunderstand their selectiveness as arrogance, Sigma men prefer to keep their social circle small and intimate. This allows them to really get to know the people in their lives and form strong bonds with them. 4. They avoid boring or dramatic people. If there are two things that a Sigma hates, it's boredom and drama. They avoid it at all costs and will often go out of their way to avoid boring or dramatic people. This can make them seem aloof or rude, but it's a defense mechanism. Dealing with these kinds of people can be a huge drain on their energy, and they would rather use that energy on something more productive. They hate small talk and prefer to get straight to the point. This can make them seem abrupt, but they simply don't see the point in beating around the bush. Talking about the weather or other meaningless topics is a waste of time in their eyes. So if you find yourself being ignored by a Sigma, don't take it personally. They are probably just trying to avoid wasting their time on someone they deem uninteresting. 5. They require alone time to recharge. As any Sigma male knows, alone time is essential for recharge. In a world constantly demanding our attention, finding the time and space to be with ourselves can be difficult. For a Sigma, alone time is crucial in order to stay focused and clear-headed. It allows them to connect with their true selves and explore their deepest desires. It also allows them to reflect on their experiences and learn from them. They are most creative and productive when they have some time alone to focus on their projects. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or drained, take some time for yourself. You might just find that it's exactly what you need. While some people may see alone time as a waste, it is actually a strength that allows Sigma men to maintain their mental health and clarity. Not everyone can handle being alone with their thoughts for extended periods of time, as it can be overwhelming. But for a Sigma, this time is important to reflect on their life and work on whatever it is they are pursuing. 6. They don't always ask for help. Due to their curiosity, Sigma males often don't ask for help even when needed. They would rather try to figure it out on their own first, only asking for help as a last resort. This can make them seem stubborn, but they just hate feeling like they're not in control. They would rather figure things out independently than rely on someone else. This can be frustrating for people trying to help them, as they seem unwilling to accept assistance. Not because they are proud or think they know everything, but because they would instead find the answer themselves. They see it as a personal challenge and feel satisfied when they can figure it out. Sigma men are the type of person who is always struggling to find a way, no matter how difficult the situation might be. They know they are capable of solving their own problems, even if it takes a little longer. This can lead to obsession and perfectionism, as they are never satisfied until they find the perfect solution. While this determination is admirable, sometimes it can be their downfall. They can get so caught up in finding the answer that they forget to ask for help. 7. They don't care about impressing others. Sigma males are not concerned with what others think of them. They are confident in their own abilities and don't need the approval of others to be successful. This allows them to stay true to themselves and their goals, as they are not swayed by the opinions of others. While other people might try to fit in or conform to what is expected of them, Sigma males march to the beat of their own drum. People often misunderstand this independence and see it as a lack of social skills. But Sigma men just don't care about impressing others. They know their self-worth and don't need others to validate their choices. Impressing others is a game that Sigma males just don't bother playing. They would rather use their energy to achieve their goals and pursue their own interests. So if you find yourself constantly trying to impress others, stop and ask yourself why. What are you trying to prove? Only you can define your self-worth, so don't let others dictate it for you. 8. They are rational and logical thinkers. Sigma males are able to see both sides of every issue and make decisions based on facts rather than emotions. This approach can make them seem cold and unemotional, as they are not swayed by feelings or sentimentality. They are just very pragmatic thinkers who prefer to base their decisions on logic and reason. This strength allows them to stay calm in difficult situations and think clearly when others struggle. While other people try to figure out how they feel about something, Sigma males are already trying to figure out what to do about it. They see the world in terms of cause and effect and always look for ways to improve the situation. This logical approach can sometimes be seen as a weakness, making them seem detached from their emotions. Sigma males will never be touched by an impulse purchase or an emotional decision. They are always thinking ahead and planning for every eventuality. This can make them seem like they are always in control, but it also means that they are always prepared for anything that comes their way. 9. They prefer to work alone. Sigma males are not the type of person who needs constant supervision or direction. They are perfectly capable of working independently and often prefer it that way. This can make them seem uncooperative or even difficult to work with, but it's due to their independent nature. They can't stand feeling micromanaged or being told what to do, and would rather work on their own terms. This independence often leads them to be entrepreneurs or freelancers, as they can't stand having a boss checking up on their every move. They need the freedom to work on their own schedule and pursue their own projects. If they feel restricted or stifled, they will quickly become unhappy and unproductive. Sigmas don't need someone to hold their hand through every step of the process, as they are confident in their own abilities. This doesn't mean they don't work well with others. Sigmas are perfectly capable of being team players, but they just prefer to work on their own terms. When they do work with others, they often take charge and take on a leadership role. Not because they are bossy or control freaky, as they hate being in the spotlight, but sometimes their independent nature and natural ability to take charge can put them in a leadership position, even if they don't want it. Sigma men prefer to work according to their own rules, making them seem weird and cold to the average person. This won't bother them, as they are perfectly okay working alone and don't need the approval of others. 10. They are highly independent and don't need anyone's approval. Sigma males are independent thinkers who don't rely on others for validation or approval. They are confident in their abilities and know they don't need anyone's permission to pursue their goals. This can sometimes come across as arrogance, resulting from their strong sense of self. Sigma men are not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, even if it means going against the grain. They would rather forge their own path than follow someone else's. Being so independent can sometimes make Sigmas seem cold or unapproachable. Others may get the impression that they don't care about anyone or anything, when in reality they just don't need anyone's approval to feel good about themselves.